start off this intro. It's just too much to take, you know? It's just like... So today's video is a very special video because this is my official initiation into fall. My initiation into fall makeup trends, into white girls wearing yoga pants and Ugg boots, into pumpkin spice lattes. All the leaves are changing on the tree, except none of that happens here in Florida because it's gonna be about 100 degrees until Christmas. Okay. But seriously though, I am so excited for this fall makeup look. I am so excited to get into fall makeup looks. I have tons of looks in my back pocket that I have been holding on to for about a month now because this is my favorite time of year, and I feel like every single time fall comes around I say the same thing here on my channel because I love fall makeup looks. And even though the trends always change, they still kind of stay the same. Like every single fall it's all about like warm tones and dark vampy lips, you know what I'm saying? So I'm all about that life. So today is the first fall look that I have for you, and of course I wanted to go dramatic because that's just me. Like it's the first one and I thought go big or go home, right? So I did a very intense winged liner for you guys today, a dark vampy lip, but as you can see I left the lower lash line a little bit more on the basic side, so it makes it a little bit more wearable with that intense dramatic cat eye. If you want to really go over the top, put some black liner in your waterline, smoke that out and you will be like smoky girl, but I wanted to keep it a little bit more wearable. This is super random, and I've gone back and forth with myself if I even wanted to mention this to you guys because it could easily come off as bragging, but I don't care. I want to talk about it and I want to take the opportunity just to say thank you. You guys make me feel so special every single day of my life. Every single morning I wake up and I check my Twitter, I check my Instagram, I feel special. And I want to give that back to you guys in any way that I ever possibly can. So I want to tell you guys this. I was invited to New York Fashion Week by Sephora, and let me just say, when I say that this is the opportunity of a lifetime for me and then this is such a dream come true, when I got the email, I cried. I was so overwhelmed, like, wait, Sephora wants me to go to Fashion Week behind stage, like with the pro artists, like what? So crazy. And this all has happened because of you guys. All these opportunities are happening because of you guys. Sephora would never even know my name if it wasn't for you. Anyways, moral of the story is I turned down the opportunity. I was completely honest with them. I let them know, thank you so much. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. What a dream come true. But I promised my subscribers that I was gonna be dedicated to YouTube through the whole month of September, that I was not gonna be going out of town, and that is where my loyalty is, and that is where I belong. I let them know straight up the honest truth. I let Sephora know that you guys are more important to me. And it's funny because the reason I'm telling you guys this is because if I were to have gone, I actually would have gotten on the plane an hour and a half ago. So I could either be on a plane right now on the way to New York City, or I could be sitting here doing this. And I'll fill you guys in on a little secret. I'd rather be doing this. I've been focusing so much on YouTube. I've got all new lights. I like set up my new lights yesterday, and I've got all these new backgrounds, and I'm in the middle of moving into a new space because I'm trying so hard to improve my quality for you guys and make my content the best that it can be. I just feel like it could be better. Like I just feel like it hasn't been 110%. So I'm trying to give you 110%, and that's what I am focusing 100% on this month. Everything else in my life, I'm like pausing because this is it for the month of September. So I hope that that makes you guys feel special and warm and cozy inside because there's literally no one in the entire world that I would choose over Fashion Week, but you guys won, honestly. And I didn't stay here because I was paid to or someone forced me to. I stayed here because this is where I wanted to be and this is where I belong. And I love you guys so much, and I could honestly cry right now, but I'm not going to. But even though I'm not going to New York, it's just so amazing to me that they even invited me because of you guys. Like you guys are the reason that they invited me, and that is just like, even though I couldn't be there, I don't care. It just, everything always goes back to my subscribers, and I just love you guys so much. So thank you so much for letting Sephora know who I am. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your lives. Thank you so much for buying Champagne Pop, for even supporting me and letting Champagne Pop being sold there. It's all because of your support, and I'm just so thankful, you guys. God, I'm so thankful. I love you guys so much, and that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you.
Well, hello! So let's get started. Of course, I have to show you that I'm watching Friends because I always, you guys, the obsession is too real. It's been too real for 12 years. Let's move on and do our makeup. So first thing I am doing is priming my eyes, and then I'm going to be using Makeup Geek eyeshadows today, which are my favorite shadows ever, pretty much. Let's get real. And I'm going to be going in with the two most common shadows I use all the time, which is Peach Smoothie and Creme Brulee. I am using Peach Smoothie first on the Sigma E40 brush, and as you can see, I'm going windshield wiper motions from outer corner to inner corner, and then I will slowly take it up higher and go in circular motions to blend that out. Then I will go in and pick up the Creme Brulee and just put it right on top, doing the exact same motions. These two shadows, in my opinion, are such a staple in everyone's collection because as you can see, they just bring so much depth depth in that crease area, and they are like the perfect transition shades for pretty much any neutral toned eye that you ever want to do. I have a bad habit of using these two colors almost every single day of my life. I should really pick up something else, but whatever. Clearly, I'm in love with this shadow that I'm about to pick up right now. This is Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek. I'm pretty sure I've gone through 4 of them. It might be 5, but I think it's 4. That's how much I love this shadow right here. It's such a beautiful burnt kind of reddish brown, perfect for the fall. And I'm using the Morphe M433 brush, which is an amazing blending brush, to put this in my crease area. As you can see, I'm keeping this color much lower than I did with Creme Brulee and Peach Smoothie because I don't want to take this too high. Otherwise, you can look like you got socked in the face, and we're not really going for that look today. Then I'm going to pick up Chickadee on the exact same brush, and this is a beautiful pale orange. And I'm just going to sweep this in the crease area right in between where Cocoa Bear and Peach Smoothie meet, just to give even more warmth. Once I have done that, I'm going to go back with a clean brush and just go back and forth. And as you can see, that will kind of blow out that smokiness so that it gets a little bit more blended. Now I'm going to go in with Giorgio Armani eyeshadow in the shade number 5. Listen, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The color is beautiful and it is very different. It's one of a kind, but it is such a difficult color to work with. Do not feel like you have to go out and spend the money to get this. When I wear this without any eyeliner, it's a dream come true. But doing eyeliner over top of this was so difficult. I had to go back so many times and reapply my liner because the fallout was insane. So I'm just warning you and just being honest. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe gel liner. I've always used the Maybelline, like I'm ride or die for the Maybelline gel liner, but this Morphe one is incredible. I don't know what it is about inexpensive gel liners that I love so much. It's weird. The expensive ones are actually my least favorites. It's kind of strange, but this Morphe one is super, super black, and it does the job. It's long wearing. It doesn't transfer on my eyelids, so I love this one just as much as the Maybelline. Anyways, so I'm going to do a really, really dramatic wing today. As you can see, I'm going to bring that point out pretty far because I really want this to be an intense cat eye. There were so many cat eyes on the runway, and I was so inspired by that. So I really wanted to bring that drama back today and really intensify that eye shape. So that is what I'm doing. And then I'm going to go in and just give a really quick, very thin coat of mascara because we're going to pop on some falsies. I'm going to be using the Glichi Glam lashes, and these are in the style Miami. I chose this style over Mykonos because Mykonos is my favorite lash style ever, but they're really dramatic. Miami is a little bit more subtle. I like how I consider these subtle, even though they're like so intense. But you could see the shadow better, and I didn't want to put on lashes so intense that it took away from the shadow and the liner. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Now I'm going to be priming my skin, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Radiance Primer. I really love this primer. It takes a lot to impress me with primers, but this one has been like my go-to for the past few months, and I really love it. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using the CoverFX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. Whew! That's a mouthful. And I'm going to be using this in the shade G40. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, I'm going to just dot this all over my face, and then I'm going to spritz my foundation brush. This is the Morphe M439 with some MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm going to just be stippling this all over the face and blending it out. Oh, don't you wish that we could move this quickly when we're doing our makeup? That would be grand, and I could get an extra 25 minutes of sleep in the morning. But back to reality. Anyways, I really like this foundation because it's so extremely full coverage that the tiniest amount will cover your entire face. And so therefore your money goes a really long way buying this foundation. You know what I mean? Anyways, I am now concealing the under eye area using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, which is my favorite at the moment. And I am using the Real Techniques Damp Sponge to blend this out under my eyes, which I recently replaced because I was so in love with the Beauty Blender that I started using this one instead. I will say I think the Beauty Blender is a little bit more durable, but I love this Real Techniques one. It is really, really nice. Very squishy and very fat, which I like in my sponges. Now I'm going to be setting my under eye area. I'm using the Anastasia Banana Powder, and I'm also mixing it with the MAC Pro Emphasize. You guys know that those are like my match made in heaven for my under eye area. And then I'm going to be filling in thy brows. I am using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe, and I always start on my tail, and then I really, really lightly go on the inner corners and just kind of draw like little hairs going upward, and then I blend it all out with the spoolie really generously. Like that's where I spend the most time, is blending it out with the spoolie so that it's not too intense. Now we are highlighting the brow bone, and I started off using MAC Nylon Shadow because I've mentioned before that it's like my favorite brow highlight. But then I decided to go over it with some Champagne Pop. And the reason why is because this is such a warm toned eye, and Champagne Pop has like that golden peachy undertone in it. I wanted to use that as the highlight as opposed to Nylon that's like really frosty and more like of a white yellow. It was just more complementary to the eye look. Then I'm going to line my waterline with a white creamy liner. I didn't want to go stark white, but like an ivory shade. And this is the MAC Pro NW20 pencil that I am using. And then I'm going to begin my contouring process. So today I am using MAC Shade Stir. This is a sculpting powder by MAC. And I'm going to be using the new Tarte paddle brush to apply this. I don't know if it's technically a paddle brush, but that's what it looks like. So I'm going to call it a paddle brush. This is only my third time using this brush, so I will get back to you guys on how I really feel about it after I've used it a couple more times. But this sculpting powder is life. It is the perfect color. It is not too red, not too brown, not too orange, not too yellow. I am so in love with it. You can see as I'm blending it on the face that it just looks like a natural shadow, which is exactly what you're going for when you are contouring the face. So I love this color so much right now. It's my new obsession right now. And then I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I am using the M548, I believe this is, which is a really intense, precise contour brush. And I'm going to use that just to dust this powder on. This is technically called the baking method. I talked about it in my most recent video for you guys. You can wipe this off immediately and it'll have the same effect, but just letting it sit there and technically bake is just going to make it last longer so that it doesn't move throughout the day. Now I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Desert Sands eyeshadow, which is a gorgeous kind of mustardy brown. It's beautiful. And just using a small pencil brush, I'm going to put that only on the outer corner of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to grab some more Cocoa Bear and I'm going to put that on the outer corner as well. I wanted to leave the inner corner of the lower lash line blank because I really wanted the top lid and that intense cat eye to steal the show. So I kept everything on the lower lash line much more subtle. Don't forget to blend all that out though. You don't want harsh lines on that lower lash line, so that's why I continuously go in with the pencil brush. Now I'm going to use MAC Style Blush for the cheeks. One of my all-time favorite MAC blushes right here. It's so beautiful. It's kind of a peachy, orangey shade with the most gorgeous golden yellow shimmer in it. It's just so beautiful. I love it all year round, but for some reason in the fall, I love it even more. So then I'm just going to go in and dust out all of that powder that we left sitting there on the face so that we can reveal our structured contour. It just makes contouring so much easier. Like you can be as sloppy as you want and then be like, no big deal, let me just clean you up real quick. Now I'm going to go and just put some mascara on the lower lashes because that's just an absolute must for me. I feel like I'm walking around butt naked if I don't have mascara on my lower lashes. Just so you know. Now I'm going to highlight using the Morphe M501 brush and Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop works perfect for this look because of the yellow peachy undertones. It really, really complements the eyes. Now I'm going to go in with Vamp Liquid Lipstick, and this is by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. And I am going to overline my top lip just a little bit because I'm going to be honest with you, I've wanted lip injections since I was a teenager, but I know I would get ripped apart for doing that. So instead, we're going to overline our lips because that's the power of makeup. So I hope that you guys enjoy this fall look. We have many more to come. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy your pumpkin spice lattes. Bye.
Goodness gracious, great balls of, oh my god. I almost just ate shit. What was I gonna say next? Where are you now that I need you? Sex appeal. I love it when people try to call me a drag queen in an offensive way, and I'm like, honey, have you seen their skills? I will take that crown.